Have you ever paused to consider why, in this very moment, the divine is whispering to you, stop chasing employment? Because the very concept of a job has become a cage for countless souls, a chain binding them to a structure never meant to set them free. The Creator never designed you to be beholden to humanity, clinging to their validation, counting on their wages, trembling at the thought of being let go or replaced. Right now, the divine is telling you your sustenance does not originate from a paycheck. Your path does not lead through a corporation. Your future is not anchored in the decisions of any human being. Your destiny resides solely in my hands, and I, the architect of all existence, will sustain you in ways no boss or boardroom ever could. So many of you have been hunting, pushing, knocking on countless doors, firing off resumes, sitting by the phone, begging for a yes, hoping for a salary that barely covers the dream I planted inside you. And you keep asking why every door seems to slam shut. It is because I am the one shutting them. I am telling you, I did not form you to grovel at the feet of the powerful. I formed you to dine at my table, to thrive in my abundance, to exist by my divine provision. When you hunt for a job, you are hunting for a human to feed you. But when you turn your gaze to me, you are connecting to the infinite supply of the heavens. Don't you see? Employment has limits. Every corporation has constraints. They can offer only a sliver. They can terminate you. They can cap your earnings. They can confine your aspirations. But the divine has no boundaries. When I become your source, when I am the one you lean on, your rivers will never run dry. The doors will never be barred. The blessings will never cease. I am telling you, stop pleading with humanity to accomplish what only I can fulfill. Stop shrinking your vision to squeeze into their boxes. Stop chasing titles that cannot contain the weight of your true purpose. You are not destined for a life of hourly wages. You are destined for a life of profound meaning. I never planned for you to work merely to survive. I created you to manifest your destiny, to dwell in richness, to unleash my power into the world. A job might fill your stomach, but only my plan can nourish your soul. A job might hand you a check, but only my vision will grant you genuine prosperity. That is the source of your restlessness. That is why, no matter how many positions you take, you feel hollow, discontent, unfulfilled. Because deep within I am gently reminding you, this is not your share. This is not your final stop. I have destined you for more. I have called you to rely on me, not on the whims of humanity. Reflect on the world's systems. They want you to believe that, without a job, you are worthless, impoverished, a loser. They want to shackle you to the terror of being unemployed. But I am shattering that falsehood in your life today. I am declaring that your worth is not stamped by a corporation. Your value is not defined by a job title. Your success is not gauged by a salary. I am your God, and I am your sustainer. When you search for a job, you are searching for human leftovers. But when you search for me, I unlock the vaults of heaven and shower you with blessings too vast to hold. Some of you listening now are in a season where every professional door has slammed. You have applied, been turned down. You have tried, stumbled. You have waited endlessly, and nothing has surfaced. And you assumed it was the enemy. You assumed it was misfortune. But I am telling you today, it was me. I closed those doors because I refused to let you accept less than what I have ordained for you. I closed them because I do not want you to lean on humanity. I closed them because I am arranging circumstances so you can witness my hand, my power, my provision in your life. Now the question stands, will you keep running after people, or will you raise your eyes to me? Will you keep begging for roles, or will you accept the purpose I have placed inside you? Will you continue chasing paychecks, or will you let me be your true foundation? I am not urging you to be passive. I am not urging you to do nothing. I am urging you to stop chasing employment and start pursuing your calling. Stop relying on humanity and start relying on me. Stop running after positions and start walking in the plan I designed for you before the stars were formed. Listen closely. A job is fleeting. It can vanish in a heartbeat, but my vision is everlasting. A company might dismiss you, but I can never dismiss you from the mission I gave you. A boss might find a replacement, but no one can replace you in the design I have for you. That is why I say, do not look for a job. Look for me, seek me, trust me, follow me, depend on me, and I will open gates no one can seal. I will release provision from unpredictable places. I will forge a road in the wasteland. I will cause springs to flow in the desert. I am elevating you to see beyond the mindset of mere survival. The reason many of you struggle is that your thinking is still imprisoned by the system of getting by. You think, if I just land this job, my life will be stable. No, stability is not in a job. Stability is in me. You think, if this company hires me, I will finally have peace. No, peace is not in employment. Peace is in me. That is why I say, do not look for a job. Look for my plan. Look for my vision. Look for the work I created you to complete. You might protest, but if I do not look for a job, how will I live? How will I provide for my family? How will I get by? And I respond, did I not sustain my people in the wilderness for 40 years? Did I not rain bread from heaven and draw water from stone? Did I not multiply the widow's oil? Did I not command ravens to feed my prophet? Do you not trust that I can do the same for you? Stop questioning the how and start believing. For I am the God who provides through means no one can predict. I am the God who supplies from invisible sources. I am the God who turns the impossible into reality. This is why you feel a burning restlessness inside. Deep down, that you were not made just to sit in a cubicle, just to obey commands, just to exchange your life for a wage. You were born for something greater. That inner voice is not your imagination. It is my voice telling you, arise, liberate yourself, stop hunting for a job, and start walking into your purpose. Stop looking to humanity to support you, and let me be your foundation. Listen closely, for I am speaking to your spirit right now. I am telling you, do not confine me to the world system. Do not limit my power to the hallways of offices, to the signatures of managers, or to the promises of HR departments. I am far greater than them all. I am the one who unlocks doors that no one can shut. And I am the one who closes doors that no one can open. I am not subject to the economy. I am not swayed by politics. I am not hindered by inflation or downturns. I am God and I am constant, yesterday, today, and forever. Do not look for a job. Look to me, for I will be your unending provider. So many people rush from opportunity to opportunity, searching for security, only to end up weary and fractured because they seek stability in places where it does not exist. Human stability is fragile. Human opportunities are transient. Human favor can vanish overnight. But my provision is unshakable. When I promise to care for you, I do not rely on any earthly system to fulfill that promise. I can send blessings through ways that defy explanation. I can raise you from the dust and seat you among leaders. I can turn emptiness into abundance. I can bring water from a dry rock. I can command creation itself to answer your needs. That is why I say, do not waste your existence begging for jobs when I have already prepared a destiny for you. The world wants you dependent. It wants you tethered to a check, tethered to a schedule, tethered to a cycle of laboring just to exist until your strength fades. But I want you free. I want you reliant only on me. I want you to live not from paycheck to paycheck, but from glory to glory. I want you to experience the richness of my provision, not the crumbs from a human hand. That is why sometimes I allow rejection. That is why I allow applications to flop, interviews to flounder, doors to seal, because I am severing your dependence on humanity and redirecting your eyes to me alone. The truth is, a job can make you comfortable, but it can also crush your vision. A job can feed you, but it can also bury your calling. A job can offer security, but it can also suffocate your destiny. This is why I say, do not look for a job. Look for my plan. Because when you follow my plan, your provision is tied to your obedience. Your prosperity flows with your purpose. Your blessings are unlocked by your faith. And when you live this way, no one can stop what I am doing in your life. Think about this. I never created Adam and Eve to have jobs. I created them to steward, to govern, to expand, to multiply, to cultivate the garden I placed them in. That was not employment. That was a mandate. That was not a position. That was destiny. In the same way, you were not created just to clock in and clock out. You were not created just to survive until your final days. You were created to walk in authority, to manage the gifts I placed within you, to multiply the talents I entrusted to you, to display my glory across the earth. That is why a job will never fully satisfy you, because you were not born to be hired by humanity. You were born to be commissioned by God. When I say, do not look for a job, I am not telling you to sit still. I am commanding you to rise into your true work, the work I assigned to you before your first breath. Some of you have talents buried under the weight of your job hunt. Some of you have gifts suffocated because you keep trying to fit into a system I never designed for you. But I am awakening those gifts again. I am stirring those talents again. I am saying, stop hiding what I gave you. Stop wasting what I placed in your hands. Stop begging for wages when I gave you the power to create wealth through the gifts inside you. All your gift is not just a pastime. It is a key. It is the channel I designed to provide for you, to bless you, to elevate you. Your talent is not just for show. It is your assignment. Do not belittle what I gave you. Do not compare it to others. Do not say it is too insignificant. Because with me, even the smallest gift becomes a river of abundance when surrendered to my hands. If I could take a shepherd's staff and turn it into a force that parted oceans, if I could take a jar of oil and multiply it until every debt was paid, if I could take 5 loaves and feed thousands, then what can I not do with the gift I placed inside you? That is why I say, do not look for a job. Look at what I placed inside you. Look at the vision I inscribed on your heart. Look at the talent I entrusted to you. When you depend on jobs, you depend on salaries. But when you depend on me, you depend on streams. Salaries stop. Salaries are capped. Salaries can be cut off. But the streams of my provision never dry up. I can use your gift to open streams from places you never envisioned. I can bring opportunities to you without you chasing them. I can cause nations to know your name. I can make the work of your hands flourish beyond your wildest dreams. This is why the adversary wants you to keep chasing jobs. Because he knows that as long as you do, you will stay bound to limitations. But when you embrace my purpose, you step into an endless supply. Do not misunderstand this message. I am not against work. I am against servitude to human systems. I am not against effort. I am against fear-driven, survival-based labor. Work is sacred when it flows from purpose. Effort is honorable when it flows from destiny. But work without vision is a prison. Labor without my direction is slavery. That is why I say, do not look for a job. Look for your assignment. For in your assignment lies your abundance. In your assignment lies your joy. In your assignment lies your freedom. And I speak this truth to you now. Some of you have been sitting on ideas I gave you years ago, but fear kept you shackled to the notion of a job. You were too scared to step out. You said, "What if I fail? What if it does not work?" But listen, when I give you the idea, the provision is already connected. When I give you the vision, the resources are already prepared. When I give you the assignment, I have already gone ahead to pave the way. All I need is your obedience. All I need is your trust. All I need is for you to say, "God, I will trust you more than I trust a paycheck." Do not think you are too weak. Do not think you are too unqualified. Do not think you are too small. For when I become your employer, I train you. I equip you. I strengthen you, and I multiply what you possess. The world may look at you and perceive nothing, but I look at you and see a nation within you. I look at you and see rivers within you. I look at you and see generations that will be blessed because of you. This is why I am telling you with such urgency, do not waste your life chasing jobs. Fix your eyes on me. Walk in my calling. Trust my provision. Step into my purpose. I am your source, and I will never fail you. Hear me now. This is not the word of humanity. It is the stirring voice of the divine pressing into your spirit. I have not called you to spend your days searching for employment. I have called you to seek me, to walk in faith, to uncover the greatness I have hidden inside you. For too long, you believed survival was the goal of life. For too long, you thought your identity was tied to a job title. But I am tearing away that illusion today. I am elevating you to a higher truth. Your worth comes not from what you do for others, but from who you are in me. You must understand this. Jobs are designed by humanity to keep you operating within their framework. But purpose is designed by me to make you operate within my kingdom. And my kingdom does not function like human institutions. In human systems, you must beg to be accepted. In my kingdom, you are already chosen. In human systems, you must climb ladders for promotion. In my kingdom, promotion comes directly from my hand. In human systems, you are replaceable. In my kingdom, you are irreplaceable. This is why you feel restless in jobs, why you feel trapped, why no position completely satisfies you. Because your spirit was never made to be enclosed. Your spirit was made to soar in the vision I have for you. I am saying, stop pursuing what will confine you. Start pursuing what I designed to release you. That is the difference between a job and a calling. A job takes from you, a calling draws from you. A job exhausts you, a calling invigorates you. A job is fleeting, a calling is everlasting. And I promise you, if you align with my calling, provision will trail you like a shadow. Opportunities will hunt for you instead of you hunting for them. Blessings will overtake you. For it is written, those who trust in the Lord will be like a tree planted by streams of water, yielding fruit in every season. That is not the fruit of a salary. That is the fruit of purpose, the fruit of faithfulness, the fruit of living with me as your source. You might say, but the world will not understand. People will call me irresponsible if I do not chase a job. And I respond, did I call you to follow the world? Or did I call you to follow me? The world may laugh, but they laughed at Noah until the flood came. The world may doubt, but they doubted Abraham until the promise arrived. The world may scoff, but they scoffed at every prophet until my power was revealed. You cannot live by human approval and my provision at the same time. You must choose whom you will trust. And I declare to you, when you choose me, I will vindicate you before every skeptic. I will raise you up before every mocker. I will prove that my hand upon you is far greater than any human system. Let me share something deeper with you. When you pursue jobs, you pursue survival. But when you pursue me, you pursue destiny. Survival is the existence of animals. They search each day just to eat and endure. But destiny is the life of those who walk with me. They live to display my glory, to carry out my will, to become vessels of my abundance. Which life will you choose? To endure like a creature, or to live as a child of the Most High? I am telling you, I have placed eternity in your heart. Do not trade it for a wage. I have placed greatness inside you. Do not bury it under fear. I have placed light in you. Do not hide it in the offices of humanity. Some of you listening right now are on the verge of a breakthrough, but you are too afraid to release the system that ensnares you. You keep saying, "What if I fail? What if it does not work?" But I tell you, the only true failure is refusing to trust me. The only genuine failure is living a life smaller than the one I designed for you. I am not asking you to figure out every detail. I am not asking you to possess every resource. I am asking for your trust. Trust that if I call you, I will sustain you. Trust that if I give you a vision, I have already prepared the provision. Trust that if you walk with me, you will lack nothing good. And hear this, the adversary fears a man or woman who stops looking for jobs and starts walking in my calling. Because jobs keep you busy, but callings make you powerful. Jobs keep you distracted, but callings make you a threat to darkness. Jobs restrict your influence, but callings make you unstoppable. This is why the enemy fights so fiercely to keep you chained to the fear of being unemployed. He knows the moment you break free from that fear and place your trust wholly in me, you will become a force in my hands. You will become a light that no shadow can dim. You will become a living testimony that I am greater than the systems of this world. Do you not see? Every person who ever accomplished great things for me had to break free from the security of human systems. They had to step into the unknown, relying solely on my word. And every time I prove faithful. I'm asking you now, will you dare to trust me as they did? Will you dare to leave the cages built by humanity and enter the freedom I offer? Will you dare to stop chasing jobs and start chasing destiny? I never called you to be ordinary. I never called you to be just another worker in the crowd. I never called you to bury your gifts under a manager's approval. I called you to be extraordinary, to stand apart, to shine, to lead, to influence, to impact nations. And I will never let you find peace in the ordinary, because my mark is on your life. That is why jobs will never fully satisfy you, because you were not made for them. You were made for me. And when you step into this truth, fear will lose its hold. You will no longer ask, "Who will hire me?" Instead, you will declare, "God has already designated me." You will no longer dread, "What if I do not get paid?" Instead, you will declare, "God is my source, and His supply never fails." You will no longer worry, "What if they reject me?" Instead, you will stand boldly and say, "If they reject me, it only means God has something greater in store. For those who place their trust in me will never be let down." So rise up. Shatter the chains of fear. Refuse to bow to the idol of employment. Refuse to trade your destiny for mere survival. Refuse to be enslaved by human systems. Stand as a child of God and declare with all your heart, "I will not look for a job. I will look to God. I will not chase wages. I will chase purpose. I will not depend on humanity. I will depend on God alone." Then hear this final word I am impressing upon your spirit right now. All your life, you have been told that survival depends on the hands of others, on the approval of employers, on the structures of this world. But today, I have torn down that falsehood. Today, I am calling you to lift your eyes higher, to see beyond the limits of salaries, to see the vastness of my provision and the grandeur of my purpose. You are not a mistake, wandering the earth, desperate for work. You are a vessel I designed, carrying gifts this world cannot contain. You are not here to beg for chances. You are here to manifest what I placed inside you. You are not here to chase jobs. You are here to walk in my calling. A calling no one can cancel, a destiny no system can obstruct, a purpose no rejection can erase. And I promise you, if you dare to trust me, if you dare to shift your dependence from humanity to me, your life will no longer be ordinary. You will see provision arrive from unpredictable places. You will see doors open where there were only walls. You will see rivers flow in deserts. You will see miracles in your daily bread. And more than that, you will experience the freedom of walking not as a servant of humanity, but as a child of the Most High, sustained by my hand, guided by my voice, empowered by my spirit. This is my call to you today. Break free. Break free from fear. Break free from doubt. Break free from the shackles of survival. Step into the truth that I am your source. Step into the boldness of faith. Step into the destiny that has awaited you since before your birth. Do not bury your gift any longer. Do not silence your vision any longer. Do not wait for permission from humanity. Rise, for I myself have given you permission. Rise, for I myself have chosen you. Rise, for I myself will provide for you. And when you rise, do not look back. Do not return to the cage. Do not bow to the system. Fix your eyes on me and walk with the confidence. If I called you, I will sustain you. If I sent you, I will equip you. If I planted you, you will bear fruit in every season. Now go and let this message burn in your heart. I said, do not look for a job. Look for me. If you will do this, if you will trust me above all else, you will not only see your own life transformed, you will become a testimony for generations to come, a living witness that I am faithful, that I provide, and that I never fail those who place their trust in me. So, choose today. Will you remain bound to humanity, or will you walk in the freedom of God? The choice is yours. The call is clear.